Sukkah, Perek Beis, Mishnah Aleph. Hayoshein tachas hamito b'sukkah, someone who sleeps under a bed in a sukkah, lo yotzu yadecho v'osei, has not fulfilled his obligation of sitting, eating in a sukkah. Explains the Bartanura, this is as long as the bed is 10 tefachim high, then we will consider the top, the bed itself, as being mafsik, as a barrier between himself and the actual schach above. Rabbi Yehuda says, disagreeing with the Tanakama, Noyagin hoyinu, we had the custom, shehoyinu yishenim tachas hamita bifnei hazkenim. We used to sleep underneath the bed, 10 tefachim high, in front of the elders. V'lo omru lonu dova. They didn't say anything to us. They didn't reprimand us for doing that. And therefore, it must be permitted. Explains the Bartanura, because this temporary ohel, the top of the bed, will not act as a partition between the individual and the schach itself. As we saw in the very first Mishnah of the Mesechta, Rabbi Yehuda says that considers a sukkah as a diras keva. He considers it as a permanent structure, allowing even a sukkah above 20 amas, and therefore the bed will not act as a partition between himself and the sukkah, the schach of the sukkah. Omar Rabbi Shimon says, Ma'aseh, it happened. But Tovi avdoi she Rabban Gamliel. Tovi was the Eved of Rabban Gamliel. He was Eved Kanani, he was a non-Jew, and had become the Eved of Rabban Gamliel. Shehoyu Yoshein tachas hamita. He himself, this Eved, Tovi, slept underneath the bed. V'omar lohen Rabban Gamliel is Kenim, and Rabban Gamliel, in conversation with the Zakenim, with the elders, said to them, Re'isem Tovi Avdi, have you seen Tovi, my servant? Shu Talmud Chacham. He is a Talmud Chacham, a sage. V'yodea, and he knows, She'avodim Peturim min HaSukkah, that an Eved Kanani is exempt from the mitzvah of Sukkah. Eved Kanani has the same chiyuvim, same obligation in mitzvahs as noshim, as ladies. And as we know, ladies are exempt from mitzvahs aseh sha'azman garoma, positive mitzvahs dependent upon time, and sukkah, the mitzvah of sukkah, is one of those. And therefore, he knows, says Rabban Gamliel, the Eved knows that he is exempt from the mitzvah and sukkah, and therefore he is sleeping underneath the sukkah. The Ran asks, if he's exempt from the sukkah, why was he sleeping underneath the sukkah? The Ran answers that Tovi was keen to hear the words of the Chachomim, and therefore wanted to be in the sukkah, but he didn't want to push the Zakenim out of the sukkah, and therefore he was quite happy to sleep underneath the bed, enabling the others to sleep in the sukkah proper. Continues the Mishnah, therefore Yoshenhu tachas hamita, he is sleeping under the bed because he knows he is exempt from this mitzvah. Concludes the Mishnah, according to our way, or incidentally, we learn from this event, this story that happened with Rabban Gamliel and his servant, Sheha Yoshein tachas hamita, someone who sleeps under the bed. This is just from the words of Rabban Gamliel speaking to the elders. We see from there that someone who sleeps underneath a bed in a sukkah Lo yotzi yedei chavosai has not fulfilled his obligation, and therefore that was the reason why Tovi was sleeping under the bed, because he would not be fulfilling the obligation in that way. That concludes Mishnah Aleph.